Hello, everybody. Right, what I want to do today is talk about um, these card readers. Um, these are, I would suggest, two of the most popular um, pay as you go card readers on the market. This one is by PayPal, and this one is made by a company called Zittle, iZettle, and they are pay as you go card readers, which means that there is no monthly fee that you have to pay upfront each month, which which is brilliant because I used to be with WorldPay and they used to charge me, I think it's every quarter, £30 a month to have their card reader. You know the type you see in supermarkets or in news agencies and places like that. That was the exact one. That one was I think it was a GPS one. Yeah, a GPRS. I mean, it was a mobile. It basically didn't use. It wasn't Bluetooth. It was actually mobile technology that used to make payments, and it was all inbuilt. It's got its own paper, but it was £30 a month. So every quarter I was paying out 90 quid, and I hardly ever used it. I never used. I mean, that was the days when I used to sell on eBay and Amazon. So I didn't use it to take it out anywhere. Um, and then one day when I cancelled the World Pay, I was about a week or so into the next year of the contract, and because I cancelled early, suddenly one day I looked at my bank account and I got a bill. Literally took out 450 quid, bang, because I closed early. So, I wasn't happy about it. I swore blank at WordPay, and I will never use them again. Now, if I had a shop and I was going to take payments, I would use one of these two. These these have different options, cradles. They've also got you can do the normal paper. So if you want to give a receipt, so you've got a little Bluetooth printer, so that you can use these in a supermarket or in a clothes shop. I mean, what's the difference? There is no difference. This takes contactless, up to £30 on both of them. Um, but I will tell you in a minute which I think is the best for using in the shops. But the point is that I think if you're doing hundreds and hundreds of pounds in a calf or in a clothes shop, in a very popular, perhaps um, this may not. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're in a pop-up shop, I think these will do quite well. These will do very well in pop-up shops. They can handle, not a problem. But I mean, I suppose if you're in a shop that's loads and loads of people coming in, the bigger card readers are much quicker, and I think the percentage goes down lower than 1% um, of charges. Whereas this one here, the PayPal is over. Is it 2.75%? This one is very similar, um, but they do come down in price. The more transactions you do. But look, you're saving yourself £30 a day. Also, you have to go through a lot of rigmarole. They have to approve your credit rating and all this kind of nonsense. Whereas with the PayPal, okay, if you've got a PayPal account and you've got a business PayPal account, I just logged on, um, paid for it, and it got delivered within 2 or 3 days. The iZettle has changed. It used to be very pernickety about whether you were a business or not. Now it's a little bit more easier. It was quite easy actually to pay for this, and got this sent within 2 days through DHL. Very, very quick. Um, Both of them work through apps. So if you've got an iPhone or an Android, you need and you have to download the app to the phone. So this is where there is a little bit of a disadvantage with this over the, um, shall we say, more professional looking card readers. You know, they're all those ones are more all combined. They have the printer, the screen has more information, so you don't need to connect it to an app. You can connect those ones directly into a switch, so they can go through the internet. So they, you know, they are more professional. I mean, if you're working in Marks and Spencers and there's loads and loads and loads of customers who are using their card, those are high quality professional units. These ones, I think, obviously, what you have to do is you first you've got to put your information in through your your iPhone or your tablet, and then you hand this to the customer. The customer, if it's 30 under £30, they click on this, it's done. Then the next customer, you then go through the iPad. I suppose. Look, I mean, if you're doing a lot of transactions, maybe um, it may be slightly easier using the bigger units. But I think once you get used to these, I think these are quite easy to use. I can remember when I went to a customer and he was absolutely going mental that his line wasn't working, the property wasn't anything to do with me. It was to do, it was a problem with the line, he should have taken it over. Anyway, I then suggested to him, I said, look, because he said, look, most of my customers want to do card payments. I said, I said to him, why don't you get one of these? And I showed him mine, and he looked at it and he goes, oh, really? Can this take part of it? I said, of course. The only difference is you do have to connect it to your iPhone or to your Android phone, and then you go through the rigmarole of, you know, doing the transaction, get it to connect it. So he then said, "Oh, thanks very much. I'm going to look into that. How quickly can I get one?" I think Argus sells this now as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. So I mean, if Argus sells this, you can go to Argus and buy this. Maplins does this as well now. So you can buy these pay as you go um, card readers, and you don't have to be paying out £30 a month, which is cool. So the question has to be asked. I mean, I'm not going to do any test on it, but someone needs to do a comparison. Can this work out to be cheaper than using the more bulkier, heavier card readers? And maybe once you get used to the ideas of using this could probably might save you quite a lot of money. Certainly gets you out of trouble if people look. At the end of the day, what it is, people want to use their cards. So if they can use their cards, okay, even if you just have this as an emergency in your drawer, if your main card reader, for instance, the line is using a direct line and the line stopped working or there's a problem on the line, and you get this out and you connect it to your iPhone or you connect it to your iPad and you then start using this, the one thing it stops doing is the customer walking out of the shop who will say, okay, let me go and get some cash. So they then walk out, as they're walking down the road, a similar shop to yours is doing the same thing and they go, let me just go and check if their card reader is working. And then before you know it, you've lost the sale because that guy or woman is not going to come back. They're going to go into that shop, unless they particularly, you've got to know them over the years, they might come back. But if you've never seen them before, and they say, "Oh look, I'll be back in a few minutes," and they do pass a shop that's doing exactly the same as you, and their card reader's working, they're going to go and buy their stuff and not bother coming back to you. So that's why it's very important to get every sale, every single sale. Otherwise, you lose your money. So, as I said before, this works in conjunction with the iPhone app. You must download the app on the iPhone or on your Android phone in order for this to work properly. It's a very nice unit. It's all in white. It's got a nice little screen here. The iPhone, the PayPal one actually has more. It's deeper and does give more information than this one. As you can see, it's got similar buttons. These ones are concave. Sort of, yeah, concave, but they are raised. Similar buttons to the PayPal on the front. There's a little. Now this here, you might be wondering what it is. Just a little plastic. Sorry, just look how quick that came on. Bang. I'll switch it off. I wanted to show you that later, really, but I'll show you that in a minute. Anyway, then you on the top. This is the top here. You've got the power button. A hole here to put a LAN. Is it LAN? I can't remember what they call it. You can put it around your neck, so that it can hang from your neck, which is good. So you've got this with you all the time. And then you've got for USB charging, micro USB charging point, which is brilliant. So there's loads and loads of USB. So if you use your phone to charge, you can use this as well. Okay, you've got a slot here to slide your card for the micro strip, and then underneath you've got a slot to slot your card in. There is no symbols or anything to show you how you put your card in, but quite frankly, it's not. Let me just get my card out. Where is it? It's. I mean, quite. That's what it is. It goes in like that. Because there's no other way. I mean, it's not going to be around this way, because this is the card reader, so it's obviously going to be this way. Okay, so that's your card reader there. That's the microchip. So it's got to go this way. Okay, so that's the iZettle. Looking on the back, it's a nice. What would that call? Turquoise blue or baby boy blue. Okay. This is the PayPal one, all in black. As you can see, it's got 4 LEDs or up here. It's got a micro USB charging point here. It's got a blue power button here, and it's got the slide, to slide your card along here. The gap is there. It's not very easy to see on this one, but that's where the gap is. You've got this blue button here, which is for it will usually show up in solid blue like it is now, that it should be connected to the phone. It says, now this screen, as you can see, there's much more information on this, will show on this screen. The power light shows on here, sorry, the battery, which is good, so it shows you how much battery life you've got on this. It doesn't show that on the iZettle, which is a shame, and it also shows Bluetooth connectivity and all that kind of business. It says on the front here, open the app on your phone or tablet. As you can see, the buttons, there's buttons very similar to the iZettle, except that these are, they're raised, but they're more like bumps. Okay, and then you've got a yellow button here, which I don't know what that's for. You've got a red X and a green tick. Okay, underneath, again, you've got a slot here to put your card in, and I like the fact that it shows you the symbol of how to push, which side to push in first. So that's quite good. There's nothing really on the back other than the symbol for PayPal. Okay, so they're very similar in size, except the iZettle is just a tad bit taller, as you can see. Which one's fatter? I think they're about the same fatness. As you can see, there's a little bit of a slope actually. I didn't notice that on the iZettle. Don't know if that makes much difference. That's probably why it can't stand up properly. Looks like. There's a bit of plastic here. Just adds a bit of chic to it. Looks quite nice. And that's it, really. So, as I said, why would you want to have one of these? There's someone on the phone there. I'll let them go. Why would you want to have one of these? The reason why you'd want to have this is that I don't like handing out £30 a month to these card people. You know, you've bought this, this is pay as you go, you use it when you need it, and that's it. So if you don't use it for 2 or 3 months, you're not paying out to anybody, which is fantastic. But obviously, it's only got a year's guarantee. So after a year, if this stops working completely, you'd have to buy another one. But to be honest with you, this was, I think, about 35 quid. This one is about £49. To be honest with you, in the not too distant future, I mean, these are going to cost about 29 quid, if not less. So even if you do lose, it stops working, just buy another one. It's very cheap, in comparison to the other ones, they're £30 a month. They cost, and that's £30 a month. And when they give you the machine, if you cancel your contract with them, they're going to come for the machine. So you've got to make sure you've got all your bits and pieces. They'll send a courier out if you cancel to come and pick up that machine. Also, you've got to be very, very careful of, for instance, if you've used them for 6 months or a year and then you want to cancel with those guys, if you go into the second year by a week or a few days or whatever it is, and then you decide to cancel, you phone them out and say you want to cancel, they say, yeah, no problem, fine. And you think everything's all hunky-dory, you are going to be charged for the full year. For instance, I got charged 450 quid. So when I phoned up, I'd just been about a week or 2 weeks into the next year of the contract. And when I had enough of because I hadn't used it hardly, I got charged 450 quid. And I said to myself, right, I'm never going to let you muppets ever do that to me again. And that's the reason why I like using these, because they're pay as you go, and you use them how do you want to use them. Yeah, okay, so what if their charges are a little bit higher? Who cares? The point is, I'm not handing £30 a month to these muppets. I'm using them you know, whenever I want. And also, you can put the charges onto the cost, so the customer ends up paying for it anyway. Um, because you're a business, you've got to make money, you've got to earn it. But I will say though that the iZettle is a lot quicker in switching on than the PayPal. Let me demonstrate. I'll switch this on. There you go. Oh, I'll switch it off first. And it says shutting down. Right, I'm going to switch to PayPal on. And it says here, PayPal card reader starting up. Please wait. I can do that now. Kaboom. There you go. It's connected already. It's switched on. That took what, less than a second, 2 seconds. Yet the PayPal is still starting up. Yet this is all ready to go. The green light is flashing every so often. PayPal is still setting up. There you go. That, what's that, 10 seconds? There you go. Around 10 to 12 seconds. It then says open the app on your phone. So it's not even connected to the phone. Whereas this one, the iZettle, is already connected. It's telling me connected to my phone, ready to use. Okay. So if I now, let me get my phone. I'm just gonna log into my phone. Right, so let's go to PayPal here. Right, it is showing it's connecting. There you go. It's connected. So, and then on here it shows ready to accept payments on there. So this is the app. I don't know if you can see it very well. I hope. There you go. And it says make a charge. So I'm going to click on to charge, and here you go. There you go. It says here insert, tap or swipe. So that means that this is working. So this is working quite well now. Before it never used to do that. It used to be a problem. Maybe there's been an update to sort the problem out. So that's great. Okay. So all then I have to do is just swipe on there and it will take that card payment. Okay. If I now go to the iZettle, again to the iZettle app, let me just I'll show you there. I'll try and show, I mean it's not brilliant, but let me click on that, and there you go. It's connected, ready to charge. £1 on the iZettle. It says insert the card, as you can see. So if I do click on charge, and then it says to me card or cash. I'll do card. On the iZettle, it shows up the £1 ready to take payment. So then I just tap my card on there, and then the payment will be made. Okay. So, you know, these are the two. As you can see, there's a little bit more information on the PayPal. Got a symbol there, and it says insert and tap card. The iZettle, it's a little bit less, but sorry about that. It's a little bit less, but you can see they're both ready to take payments. Yeah, because you have to use the app in conjunction with your phone or the tablet, slightly fiddly. But you know, once you get used to it, this could probably save you a lot of money. So if you're someone who's got a shop, give this a go. Have a look, or have this in your drawer, because sometimes the um, you know, this can be good for as a backup for when your main one stops working. Because when your main one stops working, there are a number of shops that I've been to in the past. The card reader's not been working for 3 or 4 days. They've not been able to take any payments. So people have grudgingly got cash out of their pocket, or they'll go to, if they know the place, they'll go, all right, I'll go down the road and get money from the machine. But if they had this as their backup, then surely this is better than nothing. Okay? So rather than turning people away, sorry, look, I can't take card payments. Well, you've got this, you can still take card payments and still earn your money. So which one is of the two do I prefer? I like this for speed. This is a hell of a lot quicker than this. Connects straight away to your phone and is ready to use. This, on the other hand, is connected to your PayPal account. Your money is available instantly. This one, on the other hand, will not be available for at least 2 to 3 days. But you know, I will be using both of these for my business. Okay, I'll put a link of my my website so that you can see what I do. I'm actually an independent telephone installer, and you know, when I go to customers' premises, residential especially, they usually either pay cash or an invoice. You know, but if I show them a card reader, they're happy to pay with that, because you know, everybody knows PayPal, big name. iZettle, not everybody knows them. Not everybody knows them, but if the customer knows I've got the two, then they'll be happy to take payment. Anyway, I hope the video's been good to you. I'm going to have to take this call, business calls. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.